Black Mountain Golf League. How's it going? Are people winning money? Are people entering their scores properly? How does a count back work? We've already had one, and there were questions, and there's another one coming up. I'm Dave McConnell, and in the next couple of minutes, let's get after it. All right, so there's been some good things going on in the league. We've had some wonderful performances. Conrad Nicolai shooting a 63. This week in week 4, Harry Parmarsh following up with a 64. Been some amazing golf, and there's been some money won. But who's winning all the money? Let's have a quick look at our money leaderboard. Keep in mind, this is only through 3 weeks. We're almost done week 4, so it will change rapidly, and we'll keep you up to date. Okay, so here's how the money board looks through 3 weeks. We can see Conrad Nicolai with consistent performances over the time. Remember his fantastic round of 63. He leads the pack at $89.36. Blake Kingswood on the power of his first week performance at $84. Irene Montgomery quickly moving up that list, getting something almost every single week, is at almost $80 at $79.71, followed closely by Wes Semchuk, who's been consistent on the deuce pot as well. As you can see down the list, we are down to only 6 people who have not received any payments whatsoever. Keep in mind, this is after week 3. We're looking here at the end of week 4, and we do know that Mike Buckner has recorded a deuce, so he'll be off the goose egg list. And we do know that Brian Rowe as well is in that mix with the 3-way tie for second place, which he could end up winning. Okay, we don't know. We'll see what happens as it comes up. Anyways, let's go back to the sports desk. All right, that's a look at our money board. Now, how about our score entries? Is everybody doing it right? Well, I would say for the most part they are, but let's show you some examples of things that maybe you should be careful about. All right, for our look at score misentry, let's go back to week number 1 score entry. Things are new, there can be excuses made, of course. But if we look back, we can see what was edited, and let's look back at this particular edit that was quite interesting, that was done on July 17th at 9:39 a.m. We won't use any names, we don't want to embarrass anybody. However, this person, you'll be able to tell what he've entered because everything in purple is what he has spent time editing. So he's obviously edited his handicap. He's done a perfect job, but somehow or other he thought, let's put my score in the row that belongs to no one. This is not the correct row to be entering your scores, people. It didn't calculate on its own. He had to add that up because it didn't auto-calculate. I don't know how this happened. And again, we won't use his name, but for now, we'll just call him Wrong Row. Let's look at another interesting edit. If we go back into July 16th, Irene Montgomery. You be the judge on this one. Let's look how she entered her score. Everything that she did is in red. So she edited her handicap. She did a great job, entered her score. Is it correct? We don't know. However, the thing that's really interesting is how she changed my score on hole number 6, which originally was a birdie. She changed it to a higher number, changing my score. And I think at this point in these entries, she was worried that she was going to be in last place, and she wanted to make me worse. However, this could have been an accident, or it could have been on purpose. Nefarious reasons? I don't know. You be the judge. Now, there were other instances of wrong score entries, but one of the points of showing you that was to show you that even if a mistake is made, it can be easily found and easily fixed. So if you ever run into problems and you're not sure how to fix it, just send me an email and we will look after that. Most of the time, they're fairly obvious that we can see, especially when someone whose name I didn't mean to mention, but I may have mentioned, changed my score. All right, the last thing we're going to look at today is countbacks. How do they work? Let's look at an example coming up. All right, in this section, we're going to look at countbacks. Now, here's an example of a 3-way countback that could occur. In fact, the scores are real. The names have been changed, so you don't know whose score we're dealing with. But for now, we'll call these people Mikhail Buxner, Tereri Damchuk, and Wrong Row. Okay, it's just so to keep an anonymity happening. You'll see their net score there. They have all tied at 70. So if we need to decide one winner out of this, we need to go back. The idea of the countback is to see who led at the latest part of the game. So basically what you're looking for is the lowest score will be eliminated on each hole because it means they had to catch up. So in this case, let's also keep in mind we need to keep track of net scores. So we need to convert each of the gross scores for individual holes to their net if they get a stroke. So for example, in this one, notice in this area where Wrong Row put his scores before, I've added the handicap of the holes in case you want to look at this and make it a little bit easier. So we got handicaps of 9, 18, and 15. So basically every hole over 9, all players will get a stroke. Okay, so hole number 18 is the 6th hole. They all get a stroke. So this would be, the 6 would become a 5, the 5 would become a 4, the 6 would become a 5. Now you'll notice at this case right here that Terreri Damchuck had to shoot better, which means he was not ahead at the latest point in the game, so he would be eliminated. Draw a line through Terreri Damchuck. Then we would go back. It's the 8th hole. Again, both players get an adjustment that are left, Mikhail Buchner and Wrong Row. So we have to go back another hole to the 16th, number 16. In this case, Terreri Damchuck, or sorry, Mikhail Buchner and Wrong Row, neither of them get a stroke. And you will see here that Mikhail Buchner had a 4, Wrong Row had a 5. Therefore, we would eliminate Mikhail Buchner, making Wrong Row the winner in this situation. Okay, so it's who led the most. If you had to catch up at the end, you lose. Okay, any further questions, please feel free to ask, but hopefully that will clear things up for you. Remember, we're comparing net scores to net scores, so we have to convert the gross scores on the individual holes to net. All right, back to the sports desk. Well, there you have it, a quick look at what's going on around the league. I hope you're enjoying being part of the Black Mountain Golf League, and those of you people that are in the Goose Egg area, we're rooting for you. And good luck and good golfing. We'll see you next time at the golf course. Goodbye for now.